We just finished another season of coral spawning in Bonaire. That is the August, September, October time frame in the Caribbean. I want to share with you what I've observed this year. Here is the Staghorn coral. It's releasing its gametes. It's a hermaphrodite, so the gametes have male and female parts. For the night divers that are watching, you can see that the tarpon were doing their usual thing, attracted to the light and being their annoying selves. Now the pillar coral, that's the one that I was most excited about. This is on a night when it did not spawn. I'm excited about it because, first of all, I think it's so pretty and statuesque, but also because we just don't have a whole lot of them, so it's a privilege to see it spawning. This one has male and female colonies. First, the male is smoking, so that means the sperm is being released into the water column. This way, by the time the female is releasing its eggs, water column already has the sperm. And here we go. You see the female releasing its eggs. On this night, it was about 10 minutes later than the male. Next, we see the Lobed Star Coral releasing its bundles, another hermaphrodite. These gametes have male and female parts. You would think they could just go ahead and self-fertilize, but that's not the case. These gametes break apart in the water column towards the surface, and then they fertilize other gametes from other colonies of the same species. This way, there is more genetic diversity, which can help with possible disease resistance or enduring water temperatures that are going to get higher and higher. And it's just a beautiful sight, I think, because it's like snowing in the water, except this snow is coming from the bottom up instead of top down. On another night, I saw some soft coral. This is a gorgonian, and it was releasing its bundles into the water column. The water was already pretty messy that night, so it sort of became a really big mess once the bundles were released, and there was a bit of a current as well. And here we are seeing a second gorgonian, a different species. With soft corals, it's a little harder to see the bundles as they're getting released because the bundles are smaller and also the coral itself is constantly moving. So it wasn't the number one on my list, but it was still cool to see, of course. The divers among you might wonder, so when do you get in the water for this? Well, Carmarby Research Station publishes a schedule for this, and you can follow that schedule, but you have to be committed because what you see here is the result of many nights of watching and hoping that you're going to see it. But are there some clues so that on a given night you might get lucky? In fact, there are sometimes some clues. So what you see here is a coral head. Oh, come back down, down, down. A coral head that is setting. There you go. See those white spots? So those are bundles that are about to release. From here on, you just need to wait. And then if you get lucky, you can see something like this. But I have to point out that there's some waiting involved. But with the Lobed Star Coral, that's probably one of the more reliable corals that goes off. Now here's another one on the bottom left. Coral head has not gone off, but the middle one has gone off. And you can keep waiting for these different coral heads as they're taking their time to let go of those bundles. But keep looking around because while this one is setting, another one can go off. So keep looking around. Like this one. This one has gone freaking crazy and released a whole bunch of them. And that brittle star is going to enjoy a few morsels. Okay, let's have another look at that previous one. Is it going to do anything? No. So at this point, I thought I would give up and go. I had seen enough. Had I, though? No, of course I didn't give up. It's a waiting game. So I kept waiting. And I was rewarded not by coral bundles releasing, but this little Christmas tree worm coming out of its little tube. So that was pretty. I mean, that's not nothing. And of course, the worms, as annoying as they are, boom, scared it off again. Anyway, I did go at this point because I was running low on air. But hey, I had seen quite a few things. Okay, so what else? There were also some brittle stars spawning, and they were gorgeous. So this is why I said earlier, this is a magical time. Now this shot is not from this year, but it's the smooth flower coral spawning, and it's just so beautiful. I had to show you this, even though this is not from this year. This adds to the explanation of why I think coral spawning is just beautiful. Another activity that can be observed is Christmas tree worms spawning. This is not from this year, again, but I just had to share this with you because it's a possibility to see this as well. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a lot more coral spawning videos and playlists of different marine life observations. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.